Sean, you're heading into this meet for the second year in a row with your twin brother Chris as well, coming off of a very successful MAC meet, again for the second year in a row. Been kind of better position in terms of seeding. How can you kind of lean on some of that experience from last year to achieve even higher heights and kind of keep this ride going?
Yeah, just being at that meet last year and just kind of seeing how it runs is a really important aspect of being able to come back and figure out how you're going to operate. Just seeing how the races themselves play out, how people tend to like carry themselves throughout the race, seeing how the tactics play out, because championship racing is a little bit different than, more of like a time trial type race, and so being more comfortable in that scenario, knowing I've been through it and knowing how to handle it is really important. And then, obviously seeing my brother qualify out last year was really exciting, and wanting to join him this year and doing that again, and just kind of watching how he did it, I definitely learned a lot. So.
And with this week going ahead, going into Jacksonville, obviously the weather has been warming up here a little bit, but the Midwest is not Central Florida. In terms of kind of making sure everything's ready and knowing kind of a strategy to approach the heat that you're likely to be facing going into these races, what are some of the things that you maybe learned from last year's that you can also kind of bring into kind of that race strategy to make sure you're as fresh as can be when the extreme heat starts hitting?
A lot of people tend to, when they make that transition down into the really warm weather, who are not used to it, there's a lot of people who don't handle it as well. I think there's a lot of things that need to happen in preparation and getting ready for that, and not getting in too much into your head about it, but making sure you're taking care of the small things, like hydrating, making sure that you're doing something maybe like an ice bath or something after your race, and just making sure that you're not allowing that to fatigue you too much. In preparation for this race right now, my brother and I have been wearing just like a long sleeve cotton t-shirt on our runs, or like a quarter zip, just to kind of get ready and acclimate to some of that warmer weather that we're going to experience, and just kind of looking forward to that, and being able to take that on and know how to handle it right.
How helpful is it with you two being able to play off each other in that 1500 to kind of have that internal competition within the competition?
It's fun, but it's also really comforting, I guess, is how I'd put it. It just, we know how we both race, we both know what we have to do, and getting onto the line together and just knowing how we have to approach it is really important. And knowing that you're not the only one going through whatever you're about, taking on that challenge by yourself, knowing that you have a teammate who's been there, stride for stride the whole season, is really comforting.
All right, good luck this weekend.
Thank you, appreciate it.